So how unprecedented is this? Joining us now, our old friend, Dr. Neil Frank, Mr. Hurricane expert. Nice to see you again, old friend. How are you?
Appreciate it. Okay.
Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Well, have you ever seen anything like this?
Yeah, back in the 50s, we saw a lot of hurricanes at that time. Hurricanes in the Atlantic tend to follow a 60-year cycle. There's 30 years when you have a lot of hurricanes, then there's 30 years when you don't have as many, and they respond to the water temperatures of the Atlantic. So you have a 60-year cycle in the water temperatures. It's warm for 30 years and then it's cool for 30 years. So we've been in this warm period since the mid-90s. The last warm period was in the 50s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. And for example, from 1941 to 1950, Florida got hit by eight major hurricanes in that 10-year period.
So are we, then it sounds like we're currently or had been in sort of a drought of hurricanes?
No, we haven't been in a drought. There's been plenty of hurricanes out in the Atlantic, but they haven't made landfall. Why, I don't know, but we've been very fortunate over the last 10 years that we've not had many landfalls.
And this continues to be the most active time for hurricanes during the hurricane season, and that's extremely evidenced this week. Do you see more of this as the years go by? I mean, are we in that cycle that you're talking about?
Well, I don't know whether we see the cycle, whether we'll go back to landfalling storms. We are still seeing a lot of hurricanes in the Atlantic.
And you, of course, went to Andrew toward that area after it hit, the last truly big one to hit Florida. So are you thinking Irma is going to be similar in terms of its destruction or worse?
Well, it all depends on where the eye crosses the coastline. It may move up the southwest coast. I don't know. But if this would move a little to the right and then go right over Miami, it could be more destructive than Andrew.
Wow.
Yeah, and as far as us as homeowners living on the coast, what can we do other than make smart decisions about where we move and where we build?
Well, absolutely. Once we build and decide to live here, then the question is, should I evacuate? And boy, they're advising a lot of folks in Florida to evacuate, as we saw here a little bit ago in the pictures.
Yeah, it's crowded on those freeways. All right, Dr. Neil Frank, thanks so much. Good to see you, sir.